This is a Strathspey written for a legendary D-side character. It's Peter Grant with a Dubrach, which I'll tell you about Peter once we get finished. So the Dubrach, if you go 6 miles west of Braemar, you get to the Linna Dee. And when you get to the Linna Dee, you head on going up the side of the river for another, it must be about 5 miles or so, I suppose, and you'll come to the ruined farm of the Dubrach. I mean, it doesn't look like much, it's pretty rumbled down, but that's where Peter Grant was farming in 1745. Now, during the Jacobite Rebellion, he served with Francis Fachers in the Minoltres Regiment, the Minoltre and Balmoral Regiment, as a sergeant. He survived the campaign, he fought at the Battle of Culloden, was captured, but he escaped to Carlisle, and till very late in his life he was kind of still hiding out, really, although they'd stopped looking for these kind of fugitives eventually. And late in his life he was sitting by the roadside, a couple of gentlemen passed by, probably kind of shooters, that type of thing, walking, and they got speaking to him and discovered that he was a survivor of the Battle of Culloden. And they reckon he lived to something like 114, so he was the last survivor of the Battle of Culloden. So the story goes that word got back to King George IV about this boy that had fought at Culloden, and he was really keen to meet him. And so he'd sent for him, and Peter agreed to go down and see the king. And the king greeted him like a long lost friend. He said, Peter Grant of the Dubrach, my oldest friend. And he replied, nah, your majesty, your oldest enemy. And anyway, he was 13 with him, and he gave Peter a pension till the end of his life. So he's buried in the cemetery at Braemar. If you go into the cemetery there, you'll find his grave. It's near the tomb. There's a big family tomb in the middle. It's right beside that. So anyway, great character, Peter Grant to the Dubrach.